Hi guys, today I'm going to introduce NEXUS COOP commander Raynor. Now, with Raynor, you don't have a standing army, you have Raynor, except Raynor, of course, you have the hero commander Raynor. You have mercenaries that are timed units, and you have turrets. And Raynor gets powered up through the game, similar to like the Hawkeye in official co-op, but let's get into it. So let's speed it up a bit. Raynor gets out in a minute, 1 minute mark, and you see you start with CC and Swan's Armory. So now there is no job for Swan's Armor. You have to collect the blueprints, and I'll show you that. Okay, so Raynor is out now. Raynor is out now, and he has 400 HP and no gear yet. You have to build armory to get the gear. Initially, when you build armory, you get that first gear that's early available wherever Raynor is. But later you'll need to resupply, and you need to be close to the armory. So see, it's damage 50, weapon speed. Point 86 point actually 0.66, so it's pretty powerful, but Jim is not very tanky. Especially you have to be careful, especially before you get this gear, that Raynor doesn't die. You cannot just go into the bunch of enemies and expect him to kill everything. Okay. So I'm building now Statman's lab, and that's a pretty good, cute touch. Like when you play Statman, if you remember my video from Statman, you get help from Raynor, like Raynor's those mercenaries that you have one siege tanks, one bunker with warpigs, and two Goliaths, and an SCV that you cannot control. They are kind of static defense. And now you had the opposite. You have Statman helping Raynor by he providing his research lab, like in the campaign. So yeah, it's this thing, and now you'll see how this works. So okay, let's speed up. I'm also building Inch Bay and Armory. Wait. In Inch Bay, you have kind of global upgrades. I mean, upgrades for Raynor and turrets. For instance, for detection, additional sight range. Then and increase health by 200 and significantly increase his life regeneration speed. That's practically like heroic fortitude for the official campaign for the Zagara or for Kerrigan. Then the additional 400 shield when switching the equipment. Okay, equipment switch, I'll show that later when with time. Increases missile turret and sentry turret attack speed by 100%, and this is kind of meme thing. Does nothing. It's just a kind of line similar to when you have official campaign with Phoenix, and he changes his name to Talendar, does nothing, and you have a few of the other things with these kind of things in NEXUS co-op. Like I can't remember. I think with Statman you have one that Gary says something stupid or something like that, and I think another one is, I can't remember now, but not important. Okay, so I'll take my expansion now, and Raynor goes to do some damage over here. So I'm trying to bait. Okay, unsuccessfully this time. Okay, I don't wanna fight everything because Raynor will probably die now that I don't have gear. Okay, let me check. Okay, armor is not done yet. Okay, so now you see these enemies, when they die, they drop a blueprint. I think the number of enemies that has to be killed increases over time to drop the blueprint. It's similar to like the Haka. Needs more and more essence to gain higher levels. That's how it does. And when blueprint is collected, you see I have this now. This has to be researched. And now I'll I think start researching it. It costs some money, 100 I think, yeah. So now this is research, and when it's researched, then Statman can upgrade it. Now he can upgrade the existing gear that you get at start. Armor is done, so you see Raynor has the gear now 333, but when he spends it, he has to come close to armory to resupply. That's why each of these command centers have that urgent flight thing with cooldown 180. It's not global cooldown, it's separate. And if you so for some missions, especially like mal warfare or yeah, you have to when you have to walk really far from the base, then you wanna make a forward CC just to recall Raynor back, because, or maybe 2 or 3 forward CCs, because if you recall home and resupply, then he has to walk all the way back, and you wanna have your main at separate control group, because if you have like several CCs in the same hotkey, same control group, then I think Raynor will be recalled to closest one if that one is not on cooldown. So yeah, you want to have this main. So I mean the one where the armory is near, so you can be close, so recall close to the armory. Okay, so I'm going to, I think, use this penetrating. Well, no, I think I won't here, because I didn't use it here, because I'm showing it from replay, because on lock and load I did this nice game where I was able to stall for like more than like half an hour game, so I can actually exploit all his or most of his possibilities. Okay, we have that penetrating blast. I mean, it's called no 12 strike ability. It's actually that penetrating blast that he has in campaign, and Heroes from the Storm. Raynor also had it. Mutator. Okay, you see the grenade, and all these gear can be researched. See the three time. No, this is the Statman's lab. Now I'm researching these two. See enhanced weapon 3 times. So on level 1. Damage increased by 30, then range increased by 1, and then damage increased by 75 of these C16 weapon. Okay, by the way, I think I mentioned it some other when I was introducing some other commanders, but if you want to play solo on maps like WoW, Chain of Ascension, Lock and Load, you have to type in NX solo. So because otherwise you cannot claim the locks without an ally. Okay, now I'm going here, and I have 3 of these, 2 grenades, and also Vine of Immortality, have Raynor 300. And increase movement and attack speed by 30%. Later it will be like for 600. So yeah, that's but let me check. Yeah, increase by 3. This is 150 more. Lasting time by 5, and maximum charge is by 1. Yeah, I was late with Mercenary. Actually forgot to build it, but I wasn't planning to using it early game anyways. I can just show Raynor. Okay, so this is research. Now I have this. Okay, another blueprint. Now let's see what we got. Okay, got this fragmentation. Okay, so you have Hyperion, but Hyperion is tied to, it's not kind of top bar, it's actually tied to Raynor, similar to like Harrigan's Immobilization Wave or Zagara's Roaches. So I'm gonna use it, but first I'm gonna defend over here. Okay, I'll just make short work of these guys with a grenade. And now I'm gonna use Hyperion. So what Hyperion works, it's pretty long cooldown, 7 minutes, but how it works is like hand hunters call in the fleet, but you cannot like drop it anywhere because it's tied to Raynor. So You can't like have Raynor here and then drop this Hyperion here. You have it starts from Raynor just in direction you point it. Okay. You see now I'm calling it and it starts from here and will destroy. So it's more powerful than calling the fleet definitely, because it's look at this it destroys everything. Okay, or most things. Okay, I think I used Vine of Immortality to increase the healing and damage output, so I can overpower the hybrid and what's left over here. Okay, I think I didn't switch gear yet, but I'll do it. So one more blueprint over here. Okay, so now I get decent amount. I have one armor core. Yeah, you have 3 armor cores. So how this works is you can change gear like these columns between these 3. You can switch between these 3, so you always have 3 of these and one one armor core. So yeah, and Raynor switches gear against additional shield because I have that upgrade. So now I'm recalling. Okay, now I have both of these in the same control group, so he was recalled here, but okay, never mind, because it's still pretty close to armory. And now Raynor will go here to resupply. You can see that now I'm resupplying. It costs some money. Okay, and Statman is now researching these other things. Actually, I think it's only one time upgrade. I'm not sure. Let me check this. Okay, now I switch to this the Bulldog and this the space fragmentation. So okay, now I activated the armor core. This is the green, the Doom. This is currently other ones I still didn't pick up the blueprints. So this you get this BFG, and that's a really powerful thing. You see this? Boom, 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 and this fuck die KO. It's kind of funky, huh? Okay. So Raynor gets pretty powerful through the game, but still, like 600 HP is not a lot. So like hybrid dominators with a side blast, and I mean, if you run into a lot of enemies, the Raynor can die pretty fast. So have to be careful. Okay, still didn't build more compound, so never mind. Okay, now I got iron armor core. Have most of these gears. And okay, this is the this is the space fragmentation that slows by 0%. Okay, this is a thing bug. I think this is bug because by 0% is 0% second. Okay, I mean, has to do something. Okay, this is now switched to Bulldog, and with Bulldog Raynor is immobile, but you have four charges. I already used one. You see your mortal should target unit with the Bulldog instantly kill it, dealing only 1000 damage. So okay, if you hit Dominator, I think it won't kill it. If this unit is killed by your mortal, it will create energy explosion, dealing 200 AoE damage. That's what you just witnessed. Let's see. Only 1000 damage. Okay. Okay, Raynor is pretty broke now. Okay, I still have Vine of Immortality, and that should be enough. Maybe I should use it twice, or not even necessary. See, now it's 600. It's upgraded. Okay. Yeah, I think it's not level. It's just once, but you didn't do those things. And it's additionally researched. Okay, it's that not slab. So first if you didn't yet realize how it works, first you need to, when you collect blueprint, research it in Swan's Armory to get it, and then you enhance it, and then Statman enhances it. Yeah, okay, so you have blueprint. Blueprints, by the way, can be collected by Statman or SCVs. Raynor or SCVs. Okay, now I'm going to resupply more. I think Bulldog only one charge. Okay, I'm building turrets. Now turrets are they are kind of okay, especially with that double the speed upgrade. Weapon speed you see very fast, but then damage pretty decent. But the thing is, they don't have a lot of range. You know, range 7. These anti-air turrets have range 9, but still, like the siege tanks, Colossi. I mean, you cannot like build a bunch of turrets and just expect them to hold. I think the chokers also, if you're on Dead of Night, will still outrange them. So Raynor is not the commander that can, I think, hold on like for Dead of Night for 6 days or something. Okay. Okay, where do I go now? I went home. Actually, should have recalled here, but yeah, that's what I'm talking. Should have had separate control groups for this. Okay, grenade. Now the grenade also 175. The grenade split will bounce forward, explode one more time and deal 50 damage. Yeah, so it kills most things. Especially when this was a classic infantry, so it was ideal enemy composition for this video because it's not too hard. So I don't have to worry about losing Raynor much while I'm exploring his possibilities. Okay, see, one grenade mostly kills everything. Okay, yeah, this I have to reactivate. And okay, this one more blueprint. I think one by one Marines are pouring here, so they left me. That one Marine left me the blueprint. Okay, so I think I have all the blueprints now. Now we have shooting assistant, planetary fortress. Okay, you see. Wait, let me shoot it to normal speed. Slow this. Okay. So actually these tanks didn't have a vision. So these turrets did most job, but some of them died. Okay. So this actually has 4 attacks. You can salvage the turrets too. I have a lot of money, but I did build a mer compound. So the tooltip says Hills Mercenary signed a Doom contract and they will fight for Raynor for 120 seconds. So this is high. They are timed. In the campaign they have a lot less charges, if you remember, and they do not resupply, just limited amount, but they are not timed. You can use them the whole game unless they get killed, of course, but here they are timed, but they are much more powerful, like, and each of them has some special abilities. But this tooltip can say the total number of mercenaries will not increase with the game time. So I was actually bamboozled. I thought that they don't resupply. So when you spend like 3 Jackson's Revenge, you'll see in campaign you have only one. Then you don't get new ones, but you actually do get. It's just the total number doesn't exceed. You can exceed like 8 charges of War Pigs or 3 charges of Jackson's Revenge, but they do actually, but it's a shame that it doesn't state which is the cooldown for this. So I don't know that. I don't see the cooldown of the charges. Okay, so that's the thing. So you have to kind of ration them, although this is kind of pretty big number of the dudes, but you wanna ration them because they're powerful and wanna drop too many of them, and especially if you're playing missed opportunities, malwarfare, where you have to do a lot of things. You wanna ration them. I'm calling Hyperion here, and you can see the Hyperion will probably even kill this bonus, or well, didn't kill the bonus, but I will finish. Okay, now you can see I got killed by Hybrid Dominator, so yeah, Raynor can get killed. Yeah, what a surprise. So revival takes just 30 seconds, and okay, so you see I'm calling the Jackson's Revenge, has 1000 HP, has the these drones, the attack actually, the Super Yamato 600, so double the damage of the normal Yamato, but doesn't deal splash like Hyperion in the official code. Okay, I have tactical jump at 15 seconds cooldown, and these Quisling missiles that are area damage. Okay, so yeah, this is you can practically kill whole waves with just one Jackson's Revenge. Now I'm going to finish this. See the drones like interceptors. Okay, and I'm going back to kill the Raven, and yeah. So okay, the tanks also have some special thing like Hydra support artillery, high power barrel, combustible oil that burns the ground. So now build this just to recall. Oh. Okay, another Jackson's Revenge. Where is oh, Raynor is here. Okay, he.
The enemy is attempting to capture.
Okay, when actually Raynor comes to life, the first shot will be some kind of grenade. So this is, but this is one-time thing. Okay, this is Planetary Fortress, which is also pretty powerful. It lasts for how long? I think also, I think 1 minute. Okay, so okay, now I switch to see this big gun. Okay, this is the again the BFG. I don't know why I used it here because it was totally unnecessary. And that's I showed you pretty much most of things. Okay, I didn't show other armor cores. And okay, so now I deployed some benches, but I didn't know there's some battle cruisers over here though. So Raynor has to intervene. But 2 Jackson's Revenges, okay, it was not necessary actually, 2, yeah, 1 would be enough. But you see now I don't have any charge, but I will get it back for some time. And yeah. Okay, what else should I show you? I mean, upgrades are... okay, these upgrades are not yet done. But maybe I will use this now. No. Because I remember using at least 2 of these armor cores in the game. Now I try to use Shooting Assistant. But Shooting Assistant is not very powerful. Okay, this is Shooting Assistant. And yeah, there's 2 drones that actually kinda shoot, but didn't do much. Raynor actually died, so I have to deploy. You see now I have 2 more charges of these guys, so yeah, they do resupply. It is a cooldown, but it doesn't show, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Okay. See this, yeah. lot more powerful. Okay, these things, these turrets are, they shoot 4 missiles, so they're more powerful than normal turrets. But still, like, cannot rely on them. Goliaths also have some missile silo, internal weld repair drone, multi-lock weapon system. So yeah, all these mercenaries have pretty good things. And
Upgrade complete.
okay, final thing is researching now. Okay, all the blueprints are researched over
Upgrade
here,
complete.
so I'm not getting new ones. And mm, okay, going here now. And did I use? I think I used it now. I can't remember. Ah, yeah. Bio booster. So this is
Has captured one of the box.
these are okay. So you have the. I think I switched. Wait, what did I switch to? I think the bio booster, but the landing point. Okay, with landing point. This gunpowder storm nerve rope. Okay. So Raynor kinda gets the jetpack. You see, Raynor is now flying. Becomes a Reaper, and you get this siege tank to deploy. That's actually that I think nerve rope, and this siege tank is kinda pretty powerful. And I mean that's all pretty much all you have to know about Raynor. So it's kind of pretty easy when you figure out how it works. And yeah, I mean, ration your mercenaries, and be careful with Raynor. Have built forward CCs if needed, resupply when needed, and when you figure out which of these abilities are best for what, for against which enemies, or for pushing into enemy bases, or against big HP targets. So I mean, that's how you learn to play Raynor. It was kind of complicated for me, but every commander is before you actually figure out how it works. So but Raynor is really pretty simple. I think Nefash was the most complicated to learn, and Raynor is actually pretty easy. You have Raynor, you have those mercenaries, you have turrets, and that's practically it. Okay, guys, now I'll just show you the masteries. Okay, here we are. So perhaps I forgot to mention that I mean, Raynor has to be close to armory to resupply, but doesn't have to be close to the armory to switch gear. You switch gear in the armory wherever Raynor is, and then it's cooldown before you can switch again. Okay, the masteries have enhanced combat ability, so Raynor's attack speed, or increase Raynor's life regeneration speed and reduce his revival time. This is 30%. Okay. I mean, I like combat ability. Equipment transfer cooldown, so reduce gear switching cooldown, or armor core duration. 30% equipment transfer cooldown. I like this, and you can also enhance armor core duration. I mean, armor core is pretty powerful, so you practically kill everything, and it has no use. I mean, I think it's enough for this. I think it's actually better equipment transfer, but then again, I don't know. This is kind of both viable. Okay, so you have arms wholesaler science specialization. So increase the researching speed of statements laboratory by 60%. So that's pretty good. You can also like reduce ammunition replenish cost, but I think as science specialization is my choice. It's kind of I would like to have things research faster, and it's not that I mean you practically float a lot of money unless you have to use mercenaries like crazy, but I mean maybe for some other mutation these arms wholesale would be a better option. Okay, so that's it. Kinda okay. I actually didn't my the biggest downside that I thought it was that you have fixed number of mercenaries, but they do actually resupply. Just the total cap cannot be increased. But the thing is that they should have made a visible cooldown, so you know when you can expect another charge to be available. That's kind of thing, and it can be that mobility on maps where you have multi-pronged attacks like the Temple of the Past, and but I think the mercenaries can actually cover that. And somebody told me that like on Mal Warfare you can do it just with mercenaries. I think it is viable. So yeah, it's actually pretty powerful commander, but you have to still be careful. More careful, like some commanders are really aim movers. Like when you have Tacet or Mass Air, you have Mothership and a lot of carriers. You can practically aim move into everything, and Hanson also with the mass aberrations. We have Medivacs and the substantial amount of these heavy guard mechas. Then you just also pretty much aim move into everything. But with Raynor, you have to be careful. But this, if you know how to play, it is pretty powerful. Okay, so that's for Raynor. That's for this video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked it, and see you next time.